It's about time that I make this video on sobriety. At the time of this video, I've been sober for over 4 years, May 7th, 2020, which may have been the greatest decision of my adult life, probably next to not pulling out. Because I'm a father, so I didn't pull out. Okay, but it was a great decision. I just don't like the circumstances that led to that, you know. I've said it many times on this channel, but for some of you new people, I had developed the advanced form of anxiety, which is depersonalization. I went to the psych ward to get some help. I decided that I was going to be sober for the rest of my life. And I have no desire to be drunk or high, but I just want to speak on my experience of being sober. I can't even really tell you what to do to get sober, because the way that I operate, when I get really frustrated with myself, when I really get disgusted with myself, I will make changes. It may be a bumpy road. I will make changes. So let me just, where do I start? First of all, I'm trying to kill my ego as much of it is necessary. But I take great pride in being sober. I like saying, nah, man, I don't even touch the stuff. Nah, man, I'm clean, man. I'm 4 years clean. You know, it's not even from a place of superiority. Just I'm a bit amazed at myself, man. I'm just navigating through this world. Sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, damn, I'm just doing all this sober. Damn, I'm talking to all these new people sober. Like, I'm going out sober. Like, I don't really go to parties, but I went to this party sober. You know what I mean? Yeah. And to no longer have that crutch, it's not really a crutch. It's a ankle weight. It's a ball and chain. To not have that anymore, and to have my emotions regulated, and to not have to go to the parties and try to get as drunk as possible so I don't feel anxious no more, so I can be courageous, it's nothing. There's nothing courageous about drinking till you don't feel anything and then you talk to any girl you want. It's nothing courageous about that at all. It's a bit cowardice. Now, I have nothing to say really about others who choose to drink and smoke and things like that. I'm just looking at it from my own life. I have nothing to hide behind anymore. I just face the world as I do. And I love it. And I love the fact that, because I have a 6-year-old girl, she has no memories of me being drunk and high. I don't have any inconsistencies in my attitude by way of coming down from a high or coming down from a drunk, or I'm an angry drunk or whatever it is. None of those things. So I'm very, very elated that I was able to make that choice and see it through, because what came with it, I started making more positive choices. It didn't stop there. I started working out more. I bulked up, put on, as much as 20 pounds at one point. It fluctuates, but, I do it. I'm working out. I'm getting into the community with people who do the calisthenics. And, I'm playing, kickball teams. I am making music. I'm writing. I'm more positive. I'm learning. I'm doing all of these things, man. I'm piecing my life back together. I don't hate myself as much. I used to hate myself. Used to get real drunk and think about how I was going to kill myself. Then I would get drunk and high, and it make me feel better about my situation temporarily. So naturally, I would just keep doing it, And my head is in the clouds. I'm really thinking things are better than they are, but they're really not. I'm a loser, at this point. I have nothing going for me. No job, no nothing. Every dollar I get, my budget is around, smoking some weed. or getting drunk, and then, post a bunch of junk on Facebook, try to meet girls that way. It's sad, man. And I was sad. It feels good to put the pieces together. Everything's not going the way that I wanted to, but I'm definitely more in love with the journey. I love having a bunch of healthy coping mechanisms. And before I get out of here, I'm just going to speak on them. Exercising, I'm meditating, I'm reading, I'm journaling. Um, well, I was about to say I'm writing, but yeah, I'm journaling. I'm making music. I'm making these videos, playing the kickball, and just being in the communities and showing up. Spending time around family, all those things. I'm eating when I want to eat. I'm treating myself when I want to treat myself to, to some food, to some desserts, to whatever it may be. If it's video games, I'm buying the supplements, I'm buying the vitamins, I'm taking this, a big part of my life. Just really enjoying the moment. I'm being a father. I have a great relationship with my daughter. I love it, man. In so many ways, I'm wealthy, and it was a great trade-off. But you got to understand why you're doing something, because it's not enough to be like, oh, I should quit. I should just let it go, whatever. You got to know why, or you're going to find a way to go back to it. That's with anything you want to cut out. For me, if I tell people I feel like I didn't have a choice. And of course, I guess I do have a choice. Nothing's stopping me from going to the liquor store, for example, to get a bottle. Well, the liquor store's closed. But, I've been sober for, I checked earlier, but it's over 1,500 days, I believe, since the last time I drank or smoked. But nothing stopped me. And in fact, I would go to the liquor store at times to buy juice, uh, and non-alcoholic beer, 0%, 0% beer, and I tested it, and I had no temptation. There's no part of me that wants to get drunk or high. Now, for some of you, you probably need to stay away from that temptation. I can't tell you how to go about it. It's a good idea to not be around it. It's just for me, I have no desire. Like, I could be a whole bartender, it would do nothing for me. There's no part of me that makes me just want to drink that. You know, I have my healthy coping mechanisms. I have my go-tos. You know, that's just, it's as simple as that. That's been my experience as a sober person. Now, my story is not really all that dramatic. Like, I wasn't doing coke and crack and stuff like that. I know people who were, my grandfather, and it's a couple of guys I befriended along the way who have gotten sober, have been sober longer than me, and it's very honorable. And if I could just say one thing to a lot of you young people who don't drink or don't smoke, just never do it. Just don't. Just don't. I don't care. Just don't do it. All right? With that said, take care.